Hey guys, Happy New Year! Coach Lou here, and I'm checking in with you for the first time this year. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas and New Year. I'm sorry if you hear a bit of banging. Schools are still off, so my little guy's bouncing about in the next room. So if you hear a bit of banging, that's why he's playing with his pirates. Checking in with you because it's that time of year where generally we've ate a lot, we've drank a lot, and most people start to feel like they need to do something about their body. They start to make resolutions, and I have to admit, usually if it's a fitness resolution, a lot of people only last a few weeks. So what I always recommend you do is actually make yourself some goals and some commitments rather than a resolution, and actually mean business about what you're going to do. However, what I want to talk about is choosing the right path when it comes to transforming your body. So if you've decided, you know what, 2017 is the year when I'm going to stop feeling sorry for myself, it's the year when I'm going to change the shape of my body, it's the year where I really want to feel fantastic and I mean that and I'm actually going to do something about it, then this video is for you. Because what happens quite often when people decide to change the shape of their body is they forget about the fact that it needs to be a commitment and it needs to be a lifestyle change. You don't get out of shape because you've had an amazing lifestyle when it comes to eating clean food. It's because you've ate bad food, and it's bad food that's got you there. And a good tip is you haven't got there overnight. A common misconception is, let's find the fastest magical pill or shake to get me back to where I want to get to, even though it took me a while to get to where I am in this second. So hopefully you're all with me. So what first you need to realise is you need to find something that's going to be, oh, someone's coming through to say hello to us, a bit of a lifestyle change. Okay, quickly come in and say hello. Can you say Happy New Year, everyone?
Happy New Year, everyone.
Are you going to sit quietly? He's going to come join us. He's not joined us in a video for a while, has he? Yeah, so where was I? Yeah, you want to make sure that you realise that what you're looking for is something that's going to be a continuous process and something that's actually going to be a lifestyle change. Because to really get in the shape you want to get to, it needs to be a lifestyle change. If you're looking for the latest quick fix, the latest pill, the latest tea, the latest shake diet, then yeah, you may lose something in the beginning. You're also at the risk of losing a bit of muscle, and it's not the healthy approach. So although you're saying, oh, I want to look and feel good, actually I want to just chuck out you know, my health at the same time. So if you're looking for the quick fix, just remember that generally after these kind of diets, you're going to go straight back to where you were in the beginning. What you do want to look for is you want to look for some accountability and someone who's going to keep you on track. So sometimes that can just be a friend. It doesn't necessarily have to be with a coach. Shh, go be quiet. And what you want to make sure is that actually it's a diet that, I hate using the word diet, I don't know why I used it. You want to find a nutrition plan that's actually, one, safe for your body, and two, is actually how the human body is supposed to consume food. Because that's a major thing that sometimes you find in fad diets or diets that give you what you want rather than what your body actually needs to get you to that goal in the quickest way possible. So you want to make sure that, you know, you're being given nutrition, and the person giving you the nutrition knows what they're talking about. And that's a massive thing I will say to people: research and make sure that person knows what they're talking about, because quite often, especially with these quick fix diets, the people selling them don't actually know their product. They can't tell you every single ingredient, they can't tell you exactly why you're having it, or what it's exactly doing, and that is something that you really need to make sure before you start working with someone that they have that knowledge. So you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be you know, a specific coach, but if you are going and getting, you know, information like that, make sure that whoever is selling you that product knows what they're talking about and is giving you the correct information.
I need some water for you.
Yeah, okay. Second thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you're getting the right kind of training. So remember, I've done videos on this in the past. If you're going to go down the heavy CV route, be prepared that you're maybe going to get a bit of skin hanging and that you're going to maybe lose, you know, a fair bit of muscle. So you want to make sure that if you're doing a training program, that training program not only helps you burn fat, but also helps you tone muscles so that you get a good balance in between. So it's really simple, but the thing you want to make sure is that it's safe and that it's healthy for your body. And I'm sure most of you know by a lot of my videos I get really passionate when I see people being lured into these fake diets that, like a lot of these shake diets, for example, they're made of synthetic rubbish. And if you actually Google the ingredients and actually research the ingredients, you'll find that you'll see they're not good for your body. A lot of these tea diets and things like that have got a lot of caffeine in them, and too much caffeine is going to stress the adrenal glands and actually have the opposite effect of what you want. So it's good to go research it, and as I say, when you buy off someone, make sure they know what they're talking about. And any decent transformation coach should be able to answer those questions for you when you say, well, you know, what are we doing this for? And it's something I do with my own ladies, is I can tell them why they're eating something, if they're eating too much of something, why it's too much, why it's too little, what it's doing for their body, what are the right times and not the right times. So you need to be able to have those questions answered for you. And I'm doing this video because I hate to see people being led down this path where they think that they're going to lose all this weight and lose it really fast. You know, and it's just not feasible, and you want to make sure it's something you can stick to, and like I say, change it so that it's a lifestyle, because that's where a lot of people go wrong, especially at this time of year when we're feeling a bit we're feeling a bit out of shape. We want this quickest way possible to get back in shape. But if you just take your time with it, research it, and find, you know, the right program for you, you can do it. But you have to realise that you need to keep yourself accountable. Yeah, I know that. Go. You're going to go through and see Daddy now?
I'm still watching.
You've got to sit there and stop putting your hand in the camera. Yeah, so you got to make sure that you keep yourself accountable. So that's the next stage. You got to make sure that, you know, it's all right someone giving you guidance and saying this is what you need to do. Listen. People are trying to listen to Mummy, and they're probably watching you instead of listening to me, and it's important. Let's just be back in a second, guys. Sorry, gave him to Daddy. He gets a bit excited when he's on camera. Yeah, so after you've got, you know, you've found the right training, you've found the right nutritional plan that's going to be good for your body, healthy for your body, you need to keep yourself accountable. So, you know, I always say this to my girls, I'm the guide. I can't make you eat clean, I can't, you know, make you up your weights and train properly, and when you're not with me, I can't make you stick to the diet plan. And that's when diet plans go wrong, because you maybe kid yourself a little bit and have this treat here and have this treat there. You know, so the next step is, you know, get yourself that plan, but then keep yourself accountable. You want to make sure you've got, sorry, there's stuff flashing everywhere. You want to make sure you get decent goals. And a common mistake is people say, right, this is my goal, but actually it's their long-term goal. And what you need to make sure you do is you break up goals throughout the year. And then it becomes more achievable, because quite often what happens is people burn out because they're not getting to where they want to get to, but you're wanting to get to Z before you've passed B, if that makes sense. So start breaking down those goals. Now this is a very generic video. I'm actually probably going to do a video on goals to break it down a bit more for you, but you want to break down those goals. So for example, my ladies who are all training with me, I'm heavily busy at the moment, and I've said to them all, right, we want our long-term goal, but we also want to go for the next 6 weeks and the next 12 weeks. And it's really good to keep doing that, because if you have this long-term goal and you're not getting to Z because you've not passed B, you're going to get demotivated and you're just going to go back to your old ways because you think, oh, it's not working. So give yourself goals to go with. So just a little nutshell of a video here. So just as a reminder, research where you're going to train, research that the person that has given you the advice knows what they're talking about. And more specifically when it comes to shake diets or tea diets and all these other, you know, fads that personally I'm not going to go into. I don't think should be allowed to be on the market. But research it and ask them about it and make sure they know what they're talking about, so you know what you're putting in your body. Make sure whatever you're doing is safe, because like I say, sometimes these fad diets are not safe for your body, and you know, there's side effects and etc. When it comes to a nutritional plan, just ask why do we eat like this, why are we doing it this way, you know, because whoever's doing it should know themselves. And in my opinion, if it's a coach that's with you, they should be practicing what they preach as well. It's something I would never give my girls, something that I've not done myself or I couldn't do myself. But make sure you know that it's something that's going to fit to you, that's going to work for you, but you got to keep yourself accountable. So you've got to say, right, I'm going to do this year. Yeah, I can employ this coach, yeah, I can get this accountability buddy, but I'm the person that's going to keep myself accountable, and if I don't get there, the only person to blame is me. not the person who's trying to give me the advice. That's something, you know, that I'm always really strong with people on, and even with myself, you know, if I'm not where I want to be goal-wise, it's not because someone else gave me the wrong advice, because coaches get coaches, you know, all the time. And more for the accountability side, you know, being around those people, and that's another thing you want to do. You want to be around people who are like you, and they always say that you're most influenced by the 5 people you're around the most. So if you're hanging about with people who are still eating loads of crap, who are, you know, not supportive of you, it's probably highly likely that you're going to go back to your own ways. So get yourself, sorry, stuff's flashing up, get yourself around people who are in the same journey. And that's why me in particular, with my groups, I do groups rather than one-to-ones now, because I feel that it works far better because you've got that support network and you've got people going through the same journey as you. So even if it's, you know, it's a nutritional club you're going to, or a diet club you're going to, you're still in that frame of mind. You're with those people who are doing the same thing as you, so it's going to help you. So yeah. So that's pretty much all I wanted to check in and say. I just want to help people along a little bit because it's January, and certainly everybody, you know, it's a fitness industry, so we know we're going to be busy, but also so do all these diet plans, and they're throwing them out there. So just research it and just be careful with what you're doing. I'm going to pop some more videos up throughout the week. We're popping lots of videos up. I think I'll maybe do one a bit more in depth on goals for you, because I think it might help quite a lot of you, and talk about how you can track. And I've done a video on that in the past, but it's always good to refresh. So if you're thinking about getting yourself in order in 2017, hopefully that's just a little bit of guidance on, you know, the best thing to do. Because at the end of the day, if you go and buy a new car, you don't just buy it, oh that's shiny new, I'll just buy it. You look at the car and you test it out and you make sure it's going to be the right fit for you, and you ask who's selling it lots of questions, and you ask, you know, has it got this specification and that specification, and it should be the same when it comes to looking after your body. But just please remember, it's not a quick fix. It's something that's going to be a continuous process, and something that you need to keep working on until you get to that goal where you want to get to. And 9 times out of 10, a lot of people will come to me, so I work with a lot of mums, but not just mums, and they'll say, right, I want rid of my mummy tummy, I just want a flat tummy. And that's all I want, and I'll be like, okay. And once they get there, they're like, right, okay, now I want this. So you'll find that, you know, once you get to that main goal, but like I say, sometimes that main goal's not going to happen in a couple of months. It's going to take you a good year, or maybe 2 years to get to, depends where you want to get to. If it's a massive goal, so for example, when I decided to get myself back into training and back into coaching, the first thing I said was that, right, I just need to get back down to that normal size I was at before I had my little guy, and be able to wear my sports bra again. And I knew the minute I got there that I would start building on a new goal. So this year I'm going for, you know, major goals, and being in, you know, in some of the best shape I've ever been in, and hopefully going to be on stage come the end of the year as well. I'm lucky enough to be in about one of the UK top champs at the moment, and who's taking me under the wing and kicking my butt. But like I say, as a coach, I need to be accountable as well. And although my husband and I train together and we really kick each other's butts, I need to be around people who are in that same sector who can push me on. And it's the exact same for you. You need to be around people who are the same as you, who have got the same goals as you, so you can push each other on. So anyway, have a great 2017. I'm looking forward to working with a lot of you. I know I've got lots of messages to get back to. I'm doing my best to get through them all. As you know, the little guy's not back at nursery yet, so I'm trying to do 2 things at once. But anyway, have an absolute fab 2017. Any questions, just send me a message. I'll do what I can to answer it, or even direct you in the right direction as well. I'm more than happy to do that. See you all later, guys.